everyone, Seri here, and we are here with the Sims 4 Get Together official world trailer, and it released a couple days ago. I'm super excited about it. I have to say, every trailer that comes out and every bit of information that comes out over what you can do with the clubs and the new skills and the new hidden areas that are going to be showing up in Sims 4 Get Together, the more excited I am becoming. And so I just want to do a very quick little reaction video sharing the new trailer and kind of taking it apart piece by piece to let you guys know what I am absolutely beyond thrilled for. And right now I am just looking at this world, and I have to say this is one of the most beautiful worlds that I have seen in Sims 4 yet. It is gorgeous. Look at the backdrop of those mountains. Look at all of the little houses, the old European style houses. I really love this. And I'm not big on European architecture either, just it looks fantastic. And look at the little square down here. So you're actually going to see, look at this little square. You can see where there's like this big giant fountain. There's like the little spot where Sims can come over. All of these kiosks, I wonder if these kiosks are just decorative or if you can do something with them. I wonder if there's going to be like a hint of a subway system to use, so if Sims start walking off of a lot to go to a new area, then they might go into like the subways or something like that, because that's kind of what some of these look like. I know that this area over here is going to be the new community pool and gym, which is super exciting. There's fountains just everywhere. There's all of these just sculptures everywhere. It comes off as so kind of modern and sophisticated, and I'm really excited because I'm hoping that means that I'll be able to put some scientists over here, maybe some like tech buildings, maybe I'll be able to put in some really fancy art galleries. I would love to see this lead into a transition into having university or having some kind of higher education or just something. Now we've got the adults, they're partying, they're having a great time, but I wish I could send them to university, and that's kind of what this makes me feel like they could become professionals if they can come to Windenberg, even though it's all about partying. So let's go ahead and dive on in. I mean, look at this. We're going to be pausing a little bit just as I like tour all of it, because look at this gorgeous setting. Wow. I could see Pine and I could see Iris settling down as elders and retiring here. Beautiful area. Amazing art area just to be able to set up. Oh, can you imagine if you can go to all these cafes at the same time without having to like transition from one building to another? That would be so cool. So you could just kind of like go shoot darts at one place, go get a cup of coffee, maybe do some art at another. I love the fountains. I love the feel of it. I love seeing the Sims in groups. So I'm hoping maybe that'll happen more with the clubs, because I know the clubs will meet on their own even when you're not controlling them. So that would be really cool. Oh, they're just so fun. And the kids! So the kids do have a little bit of new things. You can see these kids are actually in a play group. And that is one of the things I want to start doing with my Sims when we hit Sims 4 Get Together, is making play groups for the kids so they can do different things, you know, after school activities for children. I think that's really important. I think that's something that's been tremendously missing from the game, things for kids to be able to do. And I know that I'm definitely going to be setting up some play groups. I'm hoping to do something like a junior explorers thing where they could be like little kid rangers going around collecting fish and frogs, even though I don't think kids can fish. Maybe they can. Yeah, they can. Thank goodness they can fish, you know, things like that. But I think that it would be fun to also maybe put together like maybe a video game club or a photography club or a dance club or like a theater club for children, or a soccer club, you know, or a horseshoe throwing club, I guess, since we don't really have soccer. So things like that. So what are you guys planning on doing? Are you going to do any groups for your kids? Because I think that that would be really fantastic. The adults, as always, have many awesome places to go. I mean, just look at all of these little restaurants we're going to be able to explore. I cannot wait. Apparently there's croissants here as well, some delicious croissants, and people who will meet and just talk about food. I'm thinking that's going to be really interesting, just to be able to see how all of the different Sims can kind of come together, and their group, the club, controls some social behaviors. So you can encourage some social behaviors like peer pressure and discourage others through peer pressure of the club. So even if your Sim isn't normally like really into being a foodie, they might kind of enhance those foodie traits when they're in their club group. And if they're not normally mean, they might enhance those club groups like that trait and be mean if they fall in with the wrong crowd, like a really rebellious, mean club. And then there's the new barista traits that we have coming up, and it looks like there's some new food hiding in a few of the places. Some of those muffins I've seen before. But actually, I wonder, on the subject of those muffins, if that's a new way to show those muffins off, like a little display case you can put them in and not just a buyable item. That would be really cool. And here we see the community pool, which really, if you look up at the top, I'm actually way more interested in this gorgeous waterfall thing. Look at this. I haven't really seen anyone focus on this yet, but this looks like a water sculpture where the water is just like pouring down. Imagine what an awesome backdrop that would make for so many pictures for The Sims, or just a place to come and like sit and read a book. I would go to read a book. It's like you're in your own little aquarium. Speaking of aquariums, I could see a nice aquarium with the larger tanks that came with the more recent expansions being really fun to add into this world. So, new community pool. There's a new diving board that you see in the background, and it's really fun. Like the selfie thing, I wonder if you can encourage the club members to do selfies. That's so interesting. And imagine like maybe having a sports club to encourage a sim who's not normally sportsy to sort of gain those new traits. Also, look at these little sheep in the background. Oh my gosh. Look at this house. Look at the style. I love this. This is very rustic, very nice. So whereas the city maybe want to have a university or like more tech-based things, I have to say that being out here makes me want to have more countryside things. I want to start having animals again. I want to start having farm animals in particular. We already have gardening. I would like better ways to garden, maybe more versatile ways to garden. So that's what this makes me want. So these guys are here to get a nice drink. There you can see another Don't Wake the Llama being played in a different color over here. So there's definitely going to be the ability for adults to kind of play with the less kidsy version of it, which I think is kind of cool. And darts, which is also going to be new. Hopefully pretty fun. I wonder if you can specify which games you want them to play. And also look at this. Is this not stunning? This is going to be the special area, the ruins that you can go to. It's on a little island separated from everything else from the looks of it. And you can go into this main part where apparently there was once like a big tower or a castle or something. You can swim in this hidden lake. Oh, it's just beautiful. I mean, look at this. Look at this. You can see some graffiti up on the big walls there. That's very interesting. Just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful setting. That's one of the things that's really taking my breath away, is just how gorgeous the entire world seems to be. And what's really fun is you can have your Sims possibly meet here, like a club meeting place, which I think is so cool. There's also the chateau, which is absolutely gorgeous. There's the maze, and I don't think the maze, some people have asked if it's meant to be like a challenge for the player. I don't think so. I think the maze is just built to be kind of strategic in terms of like its beauty. It's not actually made to be a little mini game. It's just made out of like the normal fencing. But this is absolutely beautiful. This is very, very lovely. Apparently there's a ghost family who still runs their gardens and takes care of their gardens that they took care of in life here. So that's really fun. That's just like a fun historical place to visit. I think it would be really cool to be able to make it maybe a center point of politics. Like if you weren't going to keep the interior. Oh my gosh. I mean, look at that. So beautiful. I see so many dates and weddings happening here. This is where I would host a wedding venue for sure. And there's the ghost floating by. And you can see people running around in the hedge maze, and you can just see like over here the ghost. Oh look, there's Bella Goth. I wonder if anyone caught that. There's Bella Goth up in the corner up here. They're talking about the hedge maze. It looks like these people are into gardening. That is really cool. So you can indeed, it looks like, make a gardening club. Well, I definitely know what I'm going to be doing. And you can see like the ghost woman taking care of her plots here. So interesting. So fun. Look at her. She seems so happy. Oh my gosh. So this would be really cool, if you ask me, to kind of gut it on the interior if you didn't want to just keep it the way it is, and turn it into maybe like a center of politics, like where you have, perhaps we could say this is where like the Sims world political leaders are, because there is the political mod that you can add in, so you can have politics as a job instead. And apparently, like, yeah, the ghosts will show up. The nightclub looks amazing. The more I see about this dance skill, the more I'm excited about seeing some of my Sims really start participating in the dancing and really kind of living up that younger night style of being a young adult. You can see the flooring on the bottom down here is actually kind of see-through, so you can see straight through it to the floor below, which is really interesting. And apparently that is only with the dance flooring from what I've seen. I saw some tweets by the Sim Gurus about that. Apparently this is only with the dance flooring, but I could see people easily using it just to make some really nice roofs. So yeah, there's some new clothes I can tell. Definitely some new moves. The DJ skill seems awesome. And there's the bonfire and the grill, which we've had for a while. But there's also a portable bar, so you can now have a portable bar, which is kind of useful if you're just trying to go on vacation, maybe have a party vacation, like say you're sending your teenagers on spring break or something like that. And of course this right here is the woohoo bush. So this is the little woohoo bush in case you want to kind of have a romp in the bushes, which I think is kind of adorable. For just story and romance purposes, it's nice to have more places to have your Sims be able to woohoo. But that's the new trailer, kind of broken down 2 minutes into 10, but that's because there's just so much to see, so much to look at. And I have to say, when the announcement came out for this trailer, I was so disappointed. I was like, really? We don't need more parties? I don't want more stuff for my young adults to do. I want more family things. And I still do want more family things, but I can see how they've incorporated things for the kids and the families to do in the clubs that are going to be coming out, and that I'm really excited just about the world and about the potential of all of the new interactions and all of the new stuff that it adds. So I'm still holding out hope that one of the next announced expansions, hopefully before too long into the next year, will be more based around family, but I'm really excited about Get Together too. So there are so many screenshots, there's so many new things. The Simmers who have been invited to Creator Camp are going today, so we're going to see a lot more information about it, I hope. But even if we don't, December 8th is coming up pretty soon, and I cannot wait to launch into Get Together and see where the stories of our Sims that we have in our Sims 4 Legacies will go with yet another new expansion added in. So I will see you guys then, and I hope you guys are excited, and let me know what you think about the new expansion. If you're disappointed, if you're ready to have it, what kind of clubs you want, if you don't want any clubs, if you just want to focus on the dance skill, let me know in the comments, because that's one of the most amazing and fun things about playing Sims, is seeing the community and seeing how people tell their stories through it. So I hope you guys will share that with me, and I will see you next time.